So I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm Councilwoman Lucine Sahelnick, Vice President of City Council, but I'm honored because my district is District 1, which is where we are today. And it's a beautiful day today. And about 5 years ago, just about this time of year, we were here and we were celebrating, just like we are today. 5 years ago, we were celebrating this beautiful mural that you see behind us, A Healthy, Happy Oakbrook. And I think it was the beginning of identifying what measures we could take as a community to combat food insecurity, the food deserts that we see here. We were culminating under this pavilion that we had rebuilt, these tables that were donated to us, and the launch of the return of a summer feeding program. If you don't know about this program, it ensures that every student in the Reading School District, because all of our students in Reading School District are eligible for a free lunch and free breakfast program. We're able to have a safe space where they could come during summer break, and have one nutritious meal every single day during the week. And it took a group of people to come together, some local farmers to have their local fresh produce, the school district, and so many others to really cultivate that community to come together, to make sure that our kids were going to be fed. And there were other programs and other entities that came together with books and bikes and so much more. And it really turned into a meeting place for community members, young and old, every single week. Since then, we've seen things like our mobile food market come every week, providing nutrient-dense foods for our community members. We've seen during the pandemic a Victory Garden task force that brought people together to say, what truly can we do to help encourage people in spirit, but also, to be able to meet those basic necessities during a pandemic. So food is one of those basic necessities for each person. And I think that really leads us here today, because from the result of all of the work and all of the people, every single individual who participated over those 5 years, we are here today to celebrate this occasion. We are here today to celebrate cultivating our community. And with that, I would really like to turn it over to Ms. Tanya Melendez, who is a community leader, to tell us about why we are here and how we got here.
Thank you. And then they give me a microphone. That's a scary, scary thing. So this idea was born from last year's success of the Victory Garden Task Force and their Garden in a Box kit. Building on that, we came together as a group to help foster healthy eating and self-reliance. The idea of a community garden here in our own backyard took off like a rocket. It has been an amazing and eye-opening experience. This garden has been a true labor of love, brought together by goodwill, grit, and generosity. I want to thank, firstly, Guadalupe Flores. She's all the way in the back over there. She's the force and the quiet strength behind every endeavor. Every little detail, she's been helping and leading along the way. Thank you. The Reading Housing Authority maintenance guys. Their hands-on approach to every one of my crazy ideas. Thank you, because it's like, I want that. Yes, we'll do it. I want to thank Lee Olson for the amazing rendering he did of the dream garden. He took our dream and put it down on paper for everyone else to see. If you haven't seen the sign, there's a drawing in the back of the sign, the background. It was an architectural drawing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So thank you. The private donors, they gave time, money, plants, expertise, tools, so many tools that are hidden in that garage over there. Without them, I don't think we would have been able to do it. It was all kinds of calls for help and people just showed. Can I get help? And people just showed. And thank you to all of them. The board of directors of the 18th Wonder Improvement Association, thank you for always backing my crazy ideas and letting me run with them. When I joined the group, I was interested in seeing how I could possibly help in my own community, my own backyard. And for the past 3 years, as being part of this group, I've been able to affect tangible change in my own neighborhood. And that's an amazing thing to say. So thank you. to St. Constantine and Helen Orthodox Church. They made it possible for us to get a shed, which will be arriving here next week to put all those tools away properly. So thank you. To Evan from the Berks Conservation District. Not only did he donate amazing rain barrels, he did a workshop that we could stream live through our Facebook page, and they're right back there. They will be collecting rainwater from that huge building behind us to help us with the garden. Our partners in this endeavor, the City of Reading, Berks Nature, Berks Community Health Center, the Reading Housing Authority, and United Way of Berks County. And lastly, I want to thank to all the people that called, texted, emailed, simply to ask, how can I help? Every time I get an email or a text, it was the moment we needed it, and it was right there. We needed something, and somebody would call, hey, I have this, do you need it? Yes, I do. That table is one of the examples. I needed a way to get a garden off of the ground for somebody who needed it, who couldn't reach down. And how am I gonna get it? And I got a text message. I have this table, do you want it? So every single part of this garden has been because of people helping and donating. What else can I say? But thank you. So I'll leave you with, let's see, Berks Nature, Caitlin, you're up.
Yeah, on behalf of Berks Nature, I just want to say huge congratulations to especially the 18th Wonder and Tanya, as well as all the partners in this endeavor. We're so excited that they developed this garden to add to our other 9 community gardens in Reading, and really just overall support our urban greening initiatives in the area. So we're excited to see it literally grow, and also figuratively, and be, you know, the support that we can be in any way, whether they need us to come out with volunteers and, you know, get our hands dirty, or just want some more education on, you know, what we have going on in the garden. But we're super excited to be a partner in this endeavor. Now comes Jen from the Berks Community Health Center.
Thank you. I am going to take this on to speak. Well, first of all, thank you, Tanya. You've done a wonderful, amazing job with this garden. So thank you. Now I'll start. I am Jen Bauman, the Outreach Manager for Berks Community Health Center, and I'm very honored to have you all here today to celebrate this community garden. Just so you do know, our mission is to improve access and the health of our community through the delivery of coordinated, comprehensive services for all residents of Berks County, regardless of their economic status. So here we do offer primary care for all ages. At this location and all of our other ones, we also provide podiatry, nutrition counseling, and integrated behavioral health services. At 2 of our other locations, at 838 Penn Street and 1110 Rockland Street, we also offer dental services, chiropractic, eye care, and OBGYN services. And then our 4th location is in the Opportunity House on 2nd Street. We are here for the health of the community, and really couldn't think of a better addition to the Oakbrook community than a garden as a means of bringing fresh produce right here. This project has been in discussion for many years, as Lucine mentioned, and it's truly awesome to see it come to life. I love it. So just thank you to all of the partners on this collaboration. It has really been a community collaboration, and BCHC is really proud to be part of this community and this project. Next up, you will hear from Reading Housing Authority, Stacy Keppen and Jack Maxton.
Ooh.
Thanks, Jen. Wow, Tanya, you did it. Look at this. This is incredible. Let's give her a nice big round of applause. Thanks for coming here today to celebrate Oakbrook Community Garden. We welcome our guests to Reading Housing Authority, and we especially welcome our gardeners.
Yes.
Resident councils and elected officers of those resident councils are active participants in our planning process, not only here, but throughout public housing authorities nationwide. Our resident councils are the voice of the community, and we look to them for their input and their involvement. Everything that is done here at Reading Housing Authority is for our residents, and our resident councils are a vital piece of that puzzle. In 2005, through the help of Reading Health Systems and what was once Berks Conservancy, now Berks Nature, Reading Housing Authority had its first community garden in our Glenside green space behind Hensler Homes. We added a second garden at Kennedy Towers, and then 3 more were established at Hubert, Rhodes, and our Eisenhower apartments in following years. These gardens have been a central place for growing fresh organic food and a gathering place for our communities. There's been a lot of enthusiasm by residents in those gardens. Over the years, there have been times when the enthusiasm wanes, but we look to residents and resident councils for that shot in the arm to give them a boost. We invite our Oakbrook Resident Council to continue building interest in this beautiful space. I see a couple of our resident council officers here today, Manny and Tiffany, and they will pass the torch to see if we can continue to get gardeners as we have a great starting point. I want to thank all the hard work from those who assisted with this: United Way, the City of Reading, Lucine, Berks Nature, Berks Community Health Center, and all those other volunteers and donors of this project. Again, I give special thanks to Tanya Melendez from the 18th Wonder for her tenacity, her hard work, and dedication to cultivating Oakbrook Community Garden. Thank you very much.
We're immensely proud at Reading Housing Authority of the housing programs that we operate. We're proud of the quality of the housing first and foremost, because at the beginning and end of the day, we are landlords for part of the most disenfranchised and necessarily house people in our Reading and Berks community. We're proud of the safety of our communities through our relationships with our resident councils, the residents at large, and the Reading Police Department. And of course, we're always proud of the affordability. And without the housing subsidies and the assistance that we receive through the federal programs, we wouldn't be able to operate this essential safety net, which hasn't been any more valuable than in the last year when so many were vulnerable to housing insecurity. In a lot of housing authorities, it's those 3 tenets: quality, affordability, and safety that housing authorities talk about and rest on. But for us, we look at our organization as having a 4th leg, and that is service enrichment. Reading Housing Authority is especially proud. We are especially proud. I am especially proud of the service enriched housing that we do for our families, for our older adults, for our persons with disabilities, for our children, for the community at large. And what's most exciting about today for me is this is the first time that through our service enriched housing, we're looking at a partnership with an organization that surrounds our public housing communities. So it was a welcome opportunity for Reading Housing Authority, and especially the Oakbrook community, to join with the 18th Wonder and the surrounding Oakbrook neighborhood to be part of this endeavor. So thank you for this opportunity. I'm really excited to see more of our Oakbrook residents join as gardeners, and we wish you well, and we'll certainly support you in whatever way we can. Thank you. And with that, I will pass back to Mary. Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Mary Jimenez. I am the Early Childhood and Community Engagement Program Manager for United Way. And I'm proud to say that 5 years ago when Lucine was here, I was here with her trying to see what we could do in the community. So United Way is committed to supporting the Oakbrook Community Garden. It directly aligns with our work and goals in the Oakbrook community through the Oakbrook Collective Impact Council. Currently, our goal focus is toward addressing food insecurity, as Lucine also mentioned, and knowledge of community resources. It is our hope that the garden will cultivate community among Oakbrook
and neighboring residents, as well as address the food insecurity. The garden is a great conduit to teaching community and self-sustaining skills through the gardening process. We look forward to our continued partnership with the organizations represented here today. We are also part of the Books for Bikes early literacy program that we are holding here daily, Monday through Friday, for children pre-K to 3rd grade, and Reading School District is providing daily lunches. So we're here from 12 p.m. to 1:30, trying to serve our early readers so they can move on to the next step. So thank you to everyone who had anything and everything to do with this. But I also want to mirror the thanks for Tanya Melendez and for Guadalupe Flores for all of the time and effort that they put in, the support that they've given me, the partnerships that we've been able to form, and we are just excited to move forward and see where this goes. So I'm going to give you back Tanya and Lucine to wrap us up.
One more point of formality. As councilwoman in my district too, I have the honor of presenting an official commendation. And so Tanya, I'm going to ask you to come up here. We would typically do this in in council chambers, in City Hall, but lately we've been coming out to you, and I frankly like that a little bit better. Once we do the commendation, I want to thank everybody for coming. Please make sure to help yourself to the wonderful refreshments that are here, reflecting our local businesses and local growers and providers. There's going to be garden tours, and for those of you who have been involved in the project, I'll invite you to come up as we do our ribbon cutting. Okay? So, without further ado, Tanya. Today we celebrate the opening of the Oakbrook Community Garden. Whereas during the COVID pandemic in 2020, over 100 Victory Garden kits were distributed in the Oakbrook neighborhood. And the 18th Wonder, Berks Community Health Center, United Way, and Reading Housing Authority led a coalition of 10 community agencies to bring a community garden to Oakbrook. 30 garden plots have been prepared with the intent of adding several raised bed plots for people with limited mobility. And community gardens empower residents to grow their own food, improving food security and providing an opportunity for positive social interaction and recreation in a beautiful, non-threatening atmosphere where individuals of all ages and backgrounds will interact. Now, therefore, it is with great pride and honor that on this day, the City of Reading City Council proudly recognizes the Oakbrook Community Garden and the coalition of agencies that organized it, and urges the citizens of Reading to honor the dedication and commitment of the organizers and gardeners of this new community resource. Thank you, everyone. Oh, don't cry. Now, we're going to have to use these. So I'm going to ask for the garden organizers to come up, please. Tanya's going to hold the shears. This is a great opportunity for some professional photos for anybody. I know there's some media sources here. So I'll invite you to come up. We have some little gardeners too. We have our Girl Scouts and our gardeners. Come on up, everyone.
Camila.
You can stand here and hold the... Come over here, sweet pea. Come over here. You can hold the ribbon, okay? Can you do that? Perfect, right over here. I like to see it, right? And you're going to look this way. Okay?
Pictures first.
Everybody's have to look that way.
Alright, we're all gonna look that
Who
way.
are we looking at, everyone?
I'm looking at the middle camera. It's
Me
easy.
first? Take your time. Yep.
I'm not gonna look anywhere.
That's okay. Okay? Did everybody get their pictures?
No, not yet. Ready to cut.
Okay, kids, can you count us down from 3?
3.
1, 2, 1.
Welcome to the garden, everybody.
Come on down.
All right, great job. You did that perfect. Is this your garden? Is this yours? It's our